Hi everyone. Today I want to talk about the acknowledgement page of your thesis or of your research. It could be a acknowledgement for a journal or a conference paper you have written. So let's understand how long should the acknowledgement section be for each of these research publications. So let's start with the journal first. So if you don't know what I mean by acknowledgement, acknowledgement means you are giving credit to people who have in some way contributed to your research. That could be a funding body, that could be a person, it could be a department, it could be someone who has supported your research, and that is your decision who you want to acknowledge. When we talk about funding body, definitely if the research is being funded, then definitely you should acknowledge the funding body. It's a general requirement for most of the journals, and the journals want to know the name of the funding body. And also sometimes the people who are funding your research would like to be credited for the fact that they are supporting your research through funding. Creates the goodwill for the researcher. How long should it be for a journal? It depends on the journal requirements. The editor will take the decision in this case. So of course you can normally it should not be more than a few lines, but then again it comes down to the journal editor. Sometimes the journal editor will clearly specify how long the acknowledgement section should be in the journal. Similar is for the conference as well. So conference also, the acknowledgement section could be someone who's funding your travel for the conference, or for the data collection, whoever has funded your data collection, or people who contributed to the data. It could be interviewees, it could be an organization that allowed you to collect data in their organization. So again, for the conference paper as well, it will come down to the conference editor, who will then take the decision as to how long your acknowledgement section should be. However, when it comes to the thesis, if you are writing a thesis and you want to write the acknowledgement section, there is no such requirement on how long it can be. It can be as long as you want it to be. Normally, you will see that the acknowledgement people write in their thesis is a few lines long or a paragraph. But if you want it to be a page or more than a page, it is your thesis, it is your decision. You can make it a separate section altogether. Some people want to thank a lot of people, so they make a separate acknowledgement section which credits all those who contributed to the thesis. So sometimes the thesis is a long journey, especially for people who have done it part-time, may have taken 6, 7, 8 years to complete it. And even if you have taken 3 to 4 years, which is normally the time period required for a PhD, you may have come across a lot of people who have contributed in some way, little or big, to your thesis. It could be your family members who supported you, your friends, your colleagues. The funding bodies are of course there, people who allowed you to collect data, organizations who allowed you to collect data. It could be settings where you conducted experiments, people who helped you and gone out of the way, librarians, editors, so proofreaders. So you can thank whoever you want for your thesis, and it can be as long a section as you want it to be. You don't have to necessarily look at other theses and keep the structure same. You can keep it different, because it's your thesis. So I think that's pretty much it, because these are often questions which are asked of me, and I try to take up these topics which are not there anywhere in the YouTube. So I try to make videos on these topics. In my next video, I will try to discuss how long should your abstract be, or introduction section should be, discussion, conclusion, how long should each of these sections should be, so that you get an idea of the limit in terms of either pages or word count. I won't reveal too much now. See you soon for my next video. Bye for now.